Hello, my name is Aquarius III, and I'm reporting live from the year 3050. I've taken on this form and this 21st century apparel to be something maybe a bit more suitable to you. But for now, you can call me Elliot. The technology of AI is something we could not imagine this world without. But in order to find out how it truly all began, we must venture back to the year 1950. Our story begins at the Dartmouth Conference, an 8-week brainstorming session. 11 mathematicians and scientists spawned the idea of machines that could solve problems and think for themselves on this one night. Shortly after Dartmouth, Arthur Lee Samuel pioneered AI gaming, and in 1959 developed the first AI checkers game that could even beat the most seasoned of players. Unimates, an industrial robot developed by George Devol in the 1950s, became the first to work on General Motors' assembly line, performing tasks deemed too dangerous for humans. In 1974, Charles Rosen invented Shaky the Robot, an all-purpose robot that could solve basic problems with simple logic and early programming. In 1978, the XCon conference took place. This was an attempt to streamline the sale of general electronics for people that weren't experts. Before this, every cable, connection, and bit of software had to be sold separately, and you had to basically have a master's degree in order to understand anything. In 1986, a program known as Cleverbot began development. With an advanced algorithm, humans and computers were finally about to have a real heart-to-heart conversation. In 1995, the first self-steering car drove 2,700 miles, and later that same year, an entirely self-driving AI car drove 1,000 miles, passing other vehicles and switching lanes. Then came RoboCup. In 1996, cutting-edge technology brought us the first ever fully competitive robot soccer game.
Foul. What do you mean that was a foul? Foul. I saw it right there. You picked him. Oh yeah, how about that? How about that? Foul on you. Yeah, you're out of here.
It wasn't until the year 2000 where AI started making its way into our homes and in our kids' pockets. This is when the virtual pet business started going popular, and at that time, everybody needed one. It was like having a dog or a cat that ate, slept, and you had to play with in your pocket. Now that AI has found a way to appeal to kids, you have to get something for mom too. This is when the Roomba was invented. It was a revolutionary technology that can clean the carpet for you. Never have to vacuum again. It can sense every table, every turn, and it is downright perfect. In 2004, NASA wanted to get in on the AI technology. This is when they designed the rover, which is a small AI vehicle that can roam around, and they can request it to pick up samples of things and it would send messages from other planets. Some of the first rovers were even sent to places like Mars, and that's why we know so much about them. In the 1980s, Honda was picking up on the idea of developing a humanoid robot, but they didn't start acting until the 1990s and early 2000s. This led them to 2005 where the first Asimo robot was made. He was a robot butler that could roam around the house freely, take pictures, and even get your drinks. This leads us to 2011 where the first Jeopardy game went down where a robot entered the competition.
And now we return to Jeopardy, and the contestants stand the prices at Mike, -$20, Watson, $6,340, and Coons, $300. Now we begin our final Jeopardy with our last question being, what was my dream last night? You have 30 seconds. Time's up. And let's look at the contestants' answers. First answer is Mike saying, a dream about many different horses in a field of sunflowers. Watson said cats, and Coons said, I'm a head out. The correct answer is cats. Watson wins!
If you thought winning Jeopardy was enough, Microsoft and Alabama entered their AI processors into a competition against the top students at Stanford. This would be answering all sorts of reading comprehension, math skills, and science things, and they decimated the human competition.
In the year 2030, Jeff Bezos literally owned carrier services and retailer services such as UPS, USPS, FedEx, and more. Amazon would introduce something called Amazon Prime Air, which had drones deliver packages. Remember Alexa, that small little package that was in your living room, your bedroom, or wherever else it was? Remember when you used to tell her that, oh, Alexa, turn the lights on, or Alexa, play my favorite song, or Alexa, what's the weather like outside? Well, Alexa runs your life now, literally, and also ruins it. Here's a better example.
Alexa, listen. Alright, last night's conversation, I need you to delete it right now, okay? My boss can't hear about that. And just get rid of all of it, okay? Just every single thing.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Today is a very special day. Today we honor and remember human-piloted cars. It was the end of gasolines, accelerators, steering wheels, handbrakes, and everything. All there is a junkyard. By the year 3000s, humans and robots started developing relationships that was accepted worldwide. By the year 3010, humans were irrelevant to this point. Their fate was ultimately decided by two robot political parties, which resulted in the first ever robotic civil war. But thankfully, the Allies won the war. And now, in the year 3015, smart closets were invented.
Cool.